I'm SillyPseudonym. I'm playing Overdrift. And it is nice to have a little bit of free time to start squeezing in a few more videos to record. Oh, run away, run away. That was not the right direction to run away from. Oh, what are we going to do? Alright, sure. Why not? Have had discussions about... Oops, run away, red hide. Whether convergence is worth the damage decrease with Railgun. Go ahead, just die. Just die. I'm willing to give it a shot and see what happens. Okay, I need you to explode, please. Thank you. What shield do we want? Amp is the standard for a reason. Should we try something else? I think we need to go for Amp, just because we need that extra damage if we do take Convergence. Stick with the Assault Body because, well, that extra rate of fire and velocity is pretty good. It's hard to say no to that extra damage and that extra rate of fire. Speaking of which, do I just want this extra rate of fire now? I think I do. We want Warp Strikes, we need these, we want Magnitude, but if we're going to try this upgrade... Ooh, that's a tempting one. But if we're going to try this targeting upgrade, let's just go ahead and start getting towards Convergence right now. See what it feels like. And there it is, Convergence. Now, the reason you normally do not want to take this with Railgun, projectile velocity and rate of fire is both decreased, even though you get more projectiles and targeting. Especially with Railgun, Railgun gets damage scaling with projectile velocity. So this does weaken our damage significantly, not just our rate of fire, but our actual damage. But it also gives us more projectiles and better targeting. We'll see if that's worthwhile or not here. Oh, no, please don't push me into that. I don't want to stay there. Nope. Egad. My flying has been horrible thus far. It is my first recording of the day, so I am a little bit rusty. First recording of past 2 or 3 days. 3 days, I think. So yeah, still, shouldn't be that bad. Take the improved thrust and everything else will help us move down towards Warp Strike. But of course, it also is just nice to have the extra hull. Nice to have the extra thrust motion. Yeah, I am going a bit crazy. I take the Magnitude. I do want Deadly Weight to move down towards Blink, but Guidance? Try to remember, wait a minute. Guidance does, yeah, even more velocity down, but it also, the other bonus, rate of fire down, but also greatly improves targeting. So we're just going to try all the targeting. We can reduce our rate of fire even more. That seems a bit much. I do want to get the skirmish stuff. I might eventually take that just because. Why not? But let's get this snipe. That will increase projectile velocity so we make up some of the damage that we've lost. Streamline is another way of getting down to Blink. Yeah, let's give it a shot. We're going to have fun. Ouch. May want to look for calibration. Thank you, game. The weird one. Definitely feels strange actually having such powerful targeting on these. But I do also notice the damage decrease. But that's okay. That's what we signed up for after all. Maybe if we get down to charge shot, it'll all work out. Probably not, but we can hope. Lots of things we want here, but let's move down towards Warp Strike, I suppose. Shield cooldown's nice, but we're not going to take Splinter anytime soon. We need Halo to get Charge Shot. That is tempting, as is this. I also like Blink, but I really want that Blink for the Warp Strike, but our shield is pretty weak. Having Death Blossom so that we can get a little extra damage in, especially if and when we get Essence Sap. That could be pretty nice. I doubt we can get to Terminate before Omega, but speaking of, hi Omega. So don't like you being a dupe. Come back to me, experience. I need you. Well, we didn't get it before Omega showed up, but we did get it before it ended. I call that a win. Nice sized convoy. Happily pick up whatever you happen to be selling. Do enjoy that Death Blossom when you're in the middle there. Definitely strange. With Death Blossom, this shield cooldown is even better. So many things I want here. I would like this flash shielding. I'd like Charge Shot, Essence Sap, and Mastery. Let's start with the Charge Shot. We already have Calibrate, so that'll further incentivize us to wait a bit, charge up our attack, and then unleash an even more powerful version. Okay. I was hoping for a little bit more damage from the fragments, but I guess that was enough damage from those fragments. Time you don't want Calibrate. I guess we can try Burst Fire. Now I'll pick up the Essence Sap. Yeah, that's decent damage. Not as powerful as it would be without all of the reductions we've taken, but it's still decent. Take the flash shielding. Your cheating bulwark. I'll take the mastery now, and I will also take the Tempest Break. Armor wouldn't be too bad, even this siege weaponry if we had a little bit more hull. Alright, so we still need... what? We need Warp Strike for Blink. It'll take a while to get to, but emergency systems is always nice when you have a shield break reliant build, for the obvious reason that a little bit of invulnerability goes a long way, especially when your shield comes back fairly quickly. Need the snipe for the warp strike as well. The extra velocity is also more damage. And we're about to fight Scion, so I guess that's good to have. Yeah, it's not as strong as it would be without the convergence guidance, but give it time to charge up with all these other upgrades, and it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. Don't think you could say it's not able to put out decent damage. Not amazing, but decent. More hull would be nice, shield is nice, but Warpath... I do want to try Leaf on the Wind here. Or the Wind. Kinetic Boost will get us to emergency systems, and Series Strikes more damage. Efficiency we're probably not going to use too often. Let's get this Kinetic Boost. A little extra damage. Maybe get some emergency systems action going eventually one day, possibly. Sure, we'll take Leaf. The longer we don't take damage, the more damage we do. Helps make up for the damage reductions we've taken, maybe, perhaps, possibly. Need you to go away too. It's annoying me. Thought that was an experience, not a missile. Twin Strike is interesting. With so many other attacks, do we actually need it? We do already have 2 from Convergence, so I don't know if adding 1 more is all that worthwhile. Mine Specialist, getting mines with this kind of build isn't insane. But I think I just take the Incendiary Strike. Want to try to make it more purely about the Convergence Warp Strike stuff. Well, I don't have the Warp Strike yet, but eventually. Yeah, the damage output is still okay. Oh. Well, I shouldn't have wasted that attack, should I have? That's cheating. You can do a Warp Strike, but I can't. Take the volatile shields. And I will take this Aegis so we can get down to emergency systems, I think. Incandescence makes a little bit more sense now that I have both Incendiary Strike and Deadly Wake, but I think I need the defense more than I need the offense at the moment. At the very least, I think the bonus of that type of defense versus the bonus of this kind of offense or situation. Words, what do they mean? I don't know. Splinter is tempting, but it's also such a big reduction in our rate of fire. I think the burst fire we have is enough. I would like Blitz, but I think I have to take this blink so we can finally one day possibly get that Warp Strike going. That Warp Strike will make Convergence a much more reasonable pickup, as well as Guidance for that matter. Just because it will give projectiles a greater chance of actually hitting something. And that's it for Seraph. Decent damage output to kill Seraph that quickly. Blast Race would be fine, but there's emergency systems, giving us 0.8 seconds of invulnerability every time our shield breaks. May not do much for us, or it may save us. Just depends on the situation. Should try not to run to rock so much with the leaf effect. Is somewhat contradictory, I suppose, to have a Death Blossom build with Leaf, but I suppose you could look at it as trying to get the most out of any situation. We don't take damage, we get a damage bonus from Leaf. We do take damage, we can use Death Blossom to do a lot of damage to enemies in the area. And there it is, the Warp Strike. lowers our rate of fire even more, lowers our velocity and damage and projectile size, and any projectile that screen wraps does have less damage. But just getting our projectiles the ability to screen wrap is pretty powerful. Now we also take damage, 10% plus 5 points of a hull and shields are removed every time we screen wrap. It can't kill us, but it can put us right on death's door. So that does somewhat limit our maneuverability options. But hopefully we won't miss it too badly. Hello, sun, and hello, bulwarks. I was gonna say, it's gonna be hard to get behind you if you keep turning in that angle. You. Whoops. Went too far too quickly there. Like Icarus, we flew too close to the sun. I don't know why I'm not spending upgrade points. I guess after I have Warp Strike, there's nothing left. We've conquered the world. That was painful. And there weren't any enemies nearby to heal us from all that attack either. Rude. Okay. Okay. Not helping as much as you think you are, Comet. Not helping as much as you think you are. Just... Oh, don't. Just... Yep, sure. Okay, remember that part where it said it wouldn't kill us, so it would just put us right on death's door? Well, we just got to saw it there. See it there. Oh, let's see it. Who cares? Wording. More shielding. Blast rate is fine. Regeneration does nothing for us. Nothing at all. Because we have Essence Sap. Armor? Yeah, I would love that Rupture, but for some reason I'm feeling the need for more defense at the moment. Oh dear. What a day. What a day. What a day. Very glass cannony build as usual for this sort of thing. We can do a lot of damage, but we cannot take much in the way of a hit. But that's okay, we'll make do what we got, right? Right. Ooh. Do we want the channeling to get down to core shielding, or do we want the blitz for even more weapon damage? I think once again, as I said, I want a little bit more defense at the moment, so let's try to get some core shielding going. Oop, okay. Right. This winnow is tempting. I don't think we have the hull for siege weaponry, as tempting as that might be. Candescence. We do have Deadly Wake and Today Strike, but we're not really relying on that to do a lot of damage, are we? Not really. Let's just winnow this. Don't know if that's the best usage of a point considering how many rerolls we have, but we don't need them. Getting rid of them and improving our mob pool isn't entirely bad. Plus, we're so tiny now. We're so small. That of itself is worthwhile. Yes, just to be a tiny little assault ship. Okay, I need you to lose your shield a little bit faster next time. Not sure what that was, but it exploded very well. I'm it. More health does seem like a good idea about now. We could look for Rancor. That would be a nice boost to our damage, though it will slow us down. Don't know if I want Singular Strike. We are somewhat dependent on our side attacks actually hitting enemies when they warp around especially, and Singular Strike would make that a little bit harder to actually get where we want it to be. Okay. Once again, Death Blossom really putting in some work here for us. This would be a much shorter game, I think, if we did not have that Death Blossom to help us out. Do I want that absorption or do I want this revelation? Honestly, I'm not even sure what I'd spend this revelation on. Galvanic, I suppose, for more shield effect power, which would mean more damage. Or do I want the safe option of absorption and unlocking the ability to get Rancor? As much as I love my revelation, I think I just want to try to get Rancor. Thank you for giving me time to use my calibrate effect. Now, in many ways, I think Guidance, Convergence combined have been pretty good for us with this build. We have done a good amount of damage very quickly and all that. However, these are the waves where I feel like we're going to start seeing that damage decrease really start being more noticeable. Because the enemy health is starting to scale and I'm no longer able to one-shot at least some of these enemies that I might have otherwise. So this is definitely one of those points where maybe a Twin Strike kind of build would have been superior to all of this nonsense. But I could be wrong. Fully admit, I could be wrong. Haha. I'll take the core shielding, I guess, get a little extra hull shielding armor duration. If I was hoping to do that without you charging in that direction, but you know what? It worked out. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're not fine. Nope. Oh, right. I don't. Wave 205. What are we doing? What nonsense are we doing? Oh dear. Ah. Yep. That was the kind of wave that was going to be a lot of trouble for us, especially since I blinked to try to avoid that first attack, and then, yeah, didn't have blink in time for the next one. Definitely the point where you want to get down to strafe and displacement. Still, that was pretty good. That was decent. As I said, it was getting to the point where I could not reliably kill some enemies with one shot. So I was definitely feeling the effects of these guidance and convergence, but things like the calibration really did help make up for that. And of course, Warp Strike. So for a while there, we were actually doing pretty good, all things considered. That's a fun little build. Again, it's probably not something that's going to be super powerful. There's a reason the more traditional build that you'll see with Railgun amp and all that is still your go-to high score type thing with this one. But yeah, it was still fun. But for now, I'm going to take a bit of a break, and thank you all for stopping by.